Okay.
You can see. Okay. You see in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn it off. Good morning. I am Vaughns, VKA, the King. Thank you for watching WKMS 049 Wildcat News on this Wednesday morning. In today's news, we have 3 men who were taken to jail and will serve lifetime penalty. The 3 men took the stranger into their home, robbed, and murdered this young man. They are charged with robbery, homicide, and voluntary manslaughter. The victim was discovered to be Samuel Penn. A local family moved into the community and found the remains buried in his backyard. The local minister and Fort Worth constable took the remains to the local funeral home, and the remains have been relocated to Memorial Cemetery. And now we have further news coming from our sponsors.
Channel 49 News, I'm Baron James. Here with my colleague, Luis Quinones. Our top story today. 3 men are charged with murder, domestic violence, the death of Samuel Penn. The body was discovered after a local family in West Virginia. We went to a big 2-story house, and called Prime Minister and possible get the remains of Samuel Penn and put it in a local funeral. And now, I'm sideline reporter, Austin Mahone. Okay, we have technical difficulties. He's not here yet. Let's go to the next story.
Hello, I'm Luis. This is KMS News Report. A girl with the name of Goldilocks is in custody for breaking and entering into the Three Bears home at daytime. We spoke with the sheriff, and they said for her court date to be on Thursday, 10/16/14. For more information, go to www.kms.com.
A girl by the name of Goldilocks broke into a house and was found sleeping in one of the beds of the Bears family. Once the Bears found her, she was arrested, and in court they said that she had to pay a fine. When she paid the fine, she promised the Bears that she would never break into any of the other houses ever again.
Hello, good morning, Wildcat students. This morning we have discovered a murder, then named as Samuel Penn, found in the shed out on Vermont. We are still investigating where the murderers are at. The new owners of the house are suspects. During this time, they are being questioned. The family of them are pressing charges against whoever done this. This is
As they present their newscasting. It's not over yet. No, it's not. You're still tuned into WKMS 049 on this Wednesday morning. These kids are doing an awesome job of their newscast, so don't hate. Haters are congratulators. End up being appreciators. I smell hater. Where every student is known, valued, and inspired. Go.
This is the KMS newscast coming from Fort Worth, Texas. Today we are reporting an unidentified young girl who is known around by Goldilocks. Her offense is she broke into a family of Bears residents. She made use of their possessions, trashed and robbed inside the house. She was taken to court, and the judge was announced she would be in custody for 5 to 7 years to run. Good. Now I will pass it on to my partner.
Niece. No. Okay. What's that guy's name? Samuel. This guy named Samuel Penn was buried in the huge, whatever house, 2-story. In the backyard with bones. Okay. Oh my god. The cops came around 5:30 p.m. To see if to check if Samuel Pena. Hello.
They found his body and they decided to, they wanted to find the murderer, whoever did that.
Sure about fish.
Okay. Good morning, Wildcats. This is a 049 News. A young girl named Goldilocks was accused for trespassing into the Three Bears house.
Goldilocks ruined many things.
Oh, the police charged Goldilocks for trespassing and for for damages of the Three Bears house.
I am Charles Williams, and this is KMS News. Welcome, children. As reporting news, three old guys were charged with manslaughter for killing a guy named Samuel Pym.
The victim was named Samuel Pym. The man who murdered a man had 30 years in prison. Hope they don't drop the soap.
Alright. Hello, my name is Edgar. Alright, hold on. Hello, my name is Edgar Adam Poe, and today in the news, I have a story about an intrusion in the Three Bears home. The victim's name was Goldilocks, and she got a fine of $1,000.
We'll be right back with KMS News. Alright, friend.
Good morning, and this is the story about the ghost in the shed. Samuel Pym was the victim of the murder this afternoon, long ago, because he was murdered because of the money, and he got robbed.
Also in this newscast, we have a situation with Goldilocks. A young lady by the name of Goldilocks this afternoon entered the Bears' home. She is being charged for breaking and entering, destruction of property, and bad manners. Goldilocks has been held in custody at the juvenile detention for 3 years until she turns 18 years old. When she's 18 years old, she will go to jail and drink water and eat bread. Thank you for tuning in to our newscast. Sayonara.
Hasta la vista.
The name of the news, New Surprise. New Surprise. Yeah. New Surprise, yeah. That was New Surprise. Joel, you already did one.
Hey, don't pan over here.
You already did one.
Okay, why are you heading only to this spot? Why at the other side?
Yeah, do the other side, do the other side.
No.
Brian, who you working with?
The quarterback injured.
Hey Joe, quarterback injured. Do the news.
As reporting news, Brian Cruz, also known as the president of KMS,
He is not the president of K. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, let's get into a fight. He is not the president. I'm the king.
He got injured.
He was injured. I beat him up.
He got injured by an old crazy man.
His father beat him up. And his mama tried to rescue him, but I'm going to go down there and beat her up too.
This is a sketch.
Let's ride. It's a fight.
Is a hologram sketch?
This is a sketch. Standing next to me.
I will fight a newscaster. I will fight an anchor man. Are you recording that?
Yeah.
I start to break out a song. Break out a song. Let's see what's the song.
There's a quarterback.
Here we have live Brian Cruz.
You just did it.
No, we have live.
Oh, okay. We have a personal interview with the president of the student council this morning here at Kirkpatrick Middle School, WKMS 049. He's been injured on the football field.
So I got some questions for him. How did you get injured?
I fell on a rock and
A rock?
I'm serious, I fell.
Oh, did you?
It was big.
Oh, big rock.
My knee got all swollen.
Did it hurt?
So, Mr. Student President, what are the chances of you playing in the homecoming game next week?
I'm playing.
It looks of it, 0. With the looks of it, 0.
No, we have confidence in the president that he will be back on the field running next week for the homecoming celebration game.
Didn't you do the touchdown?
Yeah.
I scored the first touchdown.
Yes, he did score.
Could we get it? Hey, every time we get there, what's that little box thing when you, I don't know where you start clapping?
Oh, yeah.
It's sad. Hey, did that thing, you know how we lost or whatever, but they still did good.
No.
I know you don't.
Okay, you having too much fun. Goodbye. You gotta pick this link. Goodbye.
Oh, he got fired.
Hey, you just got fired. We will mail your check. Listen, you will not mail my check. I didn't mail my work in here. You gonna write me a check now. You don't see me mailing my work up in here. You're not gonna mail me a check. You gonna send me my check now. Write it now. As a matter of fact, I don't want a check. I want cash. And no counterfeit money. You better not. I'm so embarrassed. That's something I do, Red. Okay.
Hey, but we're recording.
Hey, Sheree has a win. Sheree.
Okay.
His week came off.
How much that weave cost?
I'm going to get my $100 back tomorrow because my week is not supposed to fall off in class. I'm so embarrassed and I'm popular. Ooh, I just got embarrassed. They saw my body. Okay, turn it up. Good morning. You are now tuned in to Hillbilly Joe's newscast.
So this little girl, she got. Okay. So this little girl, she got.
It was hot.
into jail because she broke into somebody's random house and she started sleeping in their stuff and breaking their things.
Why? She started sleeping herself.
Sleeping in their
In
beds
their
and
beds,
stuff.
yeah. We have another news report live at Hillbilly Joe's.
And like the fans are making it.
Somebody in Hillbilly Joe's to pay their light bill because it's hot in here. You got the air turned off. Please send money. Please send your donations to 3201.
Raymond, don't you got that song? The dog. That one song from the dogs.
On our money.
Please donate 10 cents today to save a dog's life.
Oh, yeah.
Put it on.
This guy, his name is Samuel Pin, and he got murdered by this one guy who came. He got murdered by this one guy who came to his house, and then they robbed him and they buried him under
the ground. Shit, I think.
under the ground at the shed, and This family found him and yeah.
And they had a graveyard.
Him in the nearest graveyard.
Yeah.
So once again, please send all checks, money orders, and cash directly to Hillbilly Joe's newscast because we do not have air.
We are broken and ain't a joke.
We are broke. And we're working for free. We don't have no lunch money. We don't have no lunch money. And all we and a flip phone. All we got is water. We can't even afford to buy water. Look, ain't nothing in here to drink. We not gonna make it. Oh, I have a headache. We don't have money to buy aspirin. Oh, we not gonna survive up in here. Ooh, I don't feel it.
Under the dome?
Got real. Turn on, boy.
Bro, social.
It is hot for real, and I am thirsty for real. Ooh, and I'm hungry because I didn't eat something breakfast. Francisco.
Are you?
Ooh, it's hot.
No, it's still recording, right? It's still recording.
You gotta weave. You gotta weave. It's been exposed.
Back on. Put my wig back on. I paid $45 just for this wig.
You had 15 years.
I thought,
I
yeah.
had 15 years, but I had to pay $45 on it to get it reweaved again. TV tomorrow, and I need you to do something to this hair. He said, sir, let me see what you're working on. I showed it to him. He found 4 birds in here. And these birds were about to fight. They were really arguing about who's going to get food. And so I said, sir, look, I don't have time. Nobody got time for this. I went out to get me a cold pop, and I smelled barbecue. And I said, sir, I don't have time to be waiting on you. Can you do something to this hair? I'm talking about. So he said, sir, will you please give me $45? I said, $45? He said, yes, $45 to get this hair fixed. So I said, sir, can I go to the bank and write you a check? Can I go to the bank and get $45? He said, no, sir, you must pay it now in order to get this hair done. So I said, okay. I got a cold. So I said, sir, I am not going to pay $45 to have this new hairdo by tomorrow. He said, okay, well, I'll tell you what you do. Just take the wig off and then just bring it back and we'll try to locate the bird. So when I took it back, I found out that the 4 birds were not birds at all. Somebody threw a pencil in my wig, and it was stuck in there, and I didn't know what was going on.
I know the victim.
Whatever, you know, I have to be on TV tomorrow. It got so real to me. And so the man made me so mad, I ran out of there at top speed, and they called the police on me.
The police catch you?
The police stopped me down the street. He said, sir, what's the problem? I said, you know what? I just came from the barber. And you know what he told me? He told me he do not have the proper equipment to cut my hair. I got so upset. I've never been so humiliated. Yes, I like a cup of water. Thank you for asking.
I thought we broke.
That's right, I forgot we don't have water. And so the police, I begged the police, I said, sir, please. I said, Kirkpatrick got this new demerit system out and they're trying to charge every little thing. He said,
I'm recording it again.
He says, okay, sir, I'll tell you what I'm going to let you do. If you sing the school song, I will let you go. So I broke out in song.
Play with the piano. Play the piano.
I tuned it up. It got real.
Sir, I heard you're famous from back.
I tuned it up.
I heard you're famous back in the days.
Will you please? I say Kirkpatrick Middle School. We pledge our loyalty. Then I changed situations. Thy walls of learning filled with dignity. He thought it was finished. With good oh Lord, these birds are back. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, wherever we may go. We're number uno, Kirkpatrick Middle School. He said, sir, I love your rendition of Kirkpatrick. He said, sir, my son went to Kirkpatrick. My mom went to Kirkpatrick. My dad went to, my whole family went to Kirkpatrick. So you know what I'm gonna do? My head is itching.
Your host.
For real. Anybody got head and shoulders?
No. Reporting news today, we got a guy that has piojos at school.
And they carry Ebola.
Probably Ebola.
You know what? I will fight a cameraman at the end of the day. But anyway, they released me and they let me go. So that's why I got the opportunity to be here with you guys on WKMS 049 on this Wednesday morning. It's still hot up in here. That's it. I'm through.
Mister, do the ain't nobody got time for that one. Last year you did.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, somebody's barbecuing. I said, oh, Jesus. So I ran for my life. And the smoke got me. I said, I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for this. So I ran to the nearest 7-Eleven and they locked the door. This woman said, I ain't got time for you crazy man. So I ran to QT. And when I got there, I noticed their gas was $2.79 a gallon. I was walking. So why would I have to stop and waste time to get gas? So I went and got me a taquito. They had 2 of them for $2.22. I got me a taquito, Q2, girl. I got me a taquito, 2 of them for $2.22.
2,000.
And then I got up to the register. He says, yes, your bill is $2.30. I said, it said $2.22. Sir, you need 8 more cents. I'm like, what is the 8 cents for? I don't want the 8 cents. He said, sir, it's taxes. I'm like, I filed my taxes, sir, at the end of the year. Why would you charge me taxes on these 2 taquitos? He said, sir, I don't make the rules, I just abide by them. I'm like, don't abide by the rules. Create new rules. I only have $2.22. What are you doing?
To cover your face?
No. Anyway.
You have to write on.
3, 2, 1. Good morning. We're now ready to record second period on Wednesday, October the 15th. I am Mr. Vaughns, BKA, the King. Thank you for watching WKMS 049, the Wildcat News. In today's news, we have 3 men who were taken to jail and will serve a lifetime penalty. The 3 men took the stranger into their home, robbed and murdered them. They are charged with robbery, homicide, and voluntary manslaughter. The victim was discovered to be Samuel Penn. A local family moved into the community and found the remains buried in their backyard. Local ministers and Fort Worth Constable took the remains to the local funeral home, and the remains have been relocated to Memorial Cemetery. That concludes this morning WKMS 049, the Wildcat News. Once again, this is class period 2. Lights, camera, action.
So press the white button on you?
2, 3.
There is a man charged with the murder and robbery of Samuel Penn. The suspects have been taken into custody and were sentenced to life in prison. The other knew the woman was charged in breaking and entering, and the Bears owners of the household has detected the charges. She will be sentenced to 2 years in jail and most likely in life. Yeah.
They're both really, really bad.
What he said. Yeah. You're done, sir.
3, go.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Carlos. Ayer en la tarde recibimos noticias que alguien llamado Samuel Penn fue asesinado cuando se refugió en una casa cerca de donde estaba. Lo mataron y lo sepultaron abajo de la casa. Su espíritu no descansaba y abría la puerta sola y les hacía la vida imposible a los que se mudaron ahí. Por fortuna se encontraron los culpables y se les acusó por asesinato. Oh. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Oh.
This is true. This is Channel 7 live from New York City. Today's report is about a girl named Goldilocks who entered the house of a family of bears. She has been arrested for bad manners, destroying private property, breaking into a house. Goldilocks will be in jail for several months.
Hello, my name is Perla. Don't worry about my last name. Welcome to the Morning Fox News. Today we will talk about how a family found a body buried underneath the ground. Turns out some family that barely moved in found it after some mysterious things happening in the house. The body was found like this. Okay. Well, turns out the body that they found was named as Samuel Quinn. The three suspects will custodial in jail for life. Stay tuned for more. Back to more news.
A girl named Goldilocks was found sleeping in the owner's house. The Bears have pressed charges on Goldilocks for breaking and entering, destroying property, and bad manners. She was spent in jail for 2 years and...
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Ready?
¿Ya? Hola, bienvenidos a Univisión 23. Ayer, octubre 9 a las 9 en punto, un señor llamado Samuel Pym estaba en rumbo a su casa, pero no tenía un vehículo y venía en camino del trabajo. Después por estar cansado, llegó a una casa, Ellie Street 2024, y les pidió que si podía pasar la noche. Su casa estaba muchas millas lejos. Durante la noche, un hombre de 18 años llamado Pedro Ríos y su hermano de 15 años llamado El Comandante asesinaron al señor Samuel Pym. Estaba asesinado en la recámara. Después de 3 meses, los vecinos reportaron que en la noche miraron que enterraron a una persona, pero no sabían quién era. Al momento reportaron a la policía lo que miraron para investigar. Después que miraron en el patio de atrás un hoyo grande, los policías excavaron el pozo y encontraron el cadáver de Samuel Pym. Por su decisión de la corte pusieron vida en prisión a Pedro Ríos y el comando. Esas fueron las noticias de hoy. Gracias por acompañarnos. Que tengan un buen día.
We ain't done yet, but we have to give it a rest. We'll be right back. We're back. Okay. We're gonna get serious now.
Very serious.
That's breaking news. October 13th, Sunday, at 9 in the morning. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Kid Bear. They went for a walk to the park. What they didn't notice is that the kid left the door open. And while they walked off, a dumb little blonde walked in the house. They're blonde, so they don't know anything. So she just walked in like she thought it was her house. Why she had to break in, really? In my part, why did she have to break in? What if there's a gun right there and Papa Bear just shoots her? You see blonde hair flying anywhere. Well, anyways, let's get started. So she was accused of house breaking in. She broke the little kid's chair. she drank all the soup or whatever it was. But the main thing was that she committed suicide. And we're done. In sports time, last night, 7th grade and 8th grade lost versus Rosemont. 7th grade has 0 to 40. Real bad score. They weren't worth it. In my point, the best players was out. Ms. Garcia, the head line coach of 7th grade, had to put the worst players in. Worst players of all of them. Not being messed up, but all the worst players. Quarterback was like Tony Romo. Oh my God. And if you saw the running backs, ooh. No.
But y'all did really good.
But we did good. They tried their best.
I wanted to ask you about your injury. How's your injury from last night?
So about the 8th grade game, I was all out there doing my best. Then it was our play, 3rd down. We had the ball. It was 32 counter, 48. Gerardo had the ball. He was running. 2 linemen from the other team got Gerardo. And I was in front of Gerardo's way. When Gerardo fell, he hit my leg. And it hurt.
And
Of
it got
course.
swollen, that's why.
And here's the bad boy. Right here.
Damn.
So I went to the hospital at 9. My leg was broken. No, it wasn't. They just told me it was swollen up. I need to recover in 2 days, and I will be able to play for the homecoming game, and I'll be ready.
Which is on Tuesday next week.
And then the 8th grade team, for the 8th grade team, there was an interception from Jack because he let go of the ball. Same goes with Juan, number 33, Salgado. He had the ball. And the other side, it was number 23. Shorter than him, Juan just let go of the ball like it was hot potato. You see the ball flying, Juan just kept looking at it. The other guy just got the ball. Straight through the touchdown. Then on 3rd down, 4th quarter, Juan Rodriguez. It was right out. Other team had the ball. Juan Rodriguez did not do his part. Instead of staying in through his line, he went running to the right. And that's when the running back of the other team went straight through him. And that cost us another touchdown. We would have won, but our plays were good. But too much letting go of the ball cost us the game. And it ended up being 21-25.
Yeah.
And that was our. And I'm still sexy. Don't worry about it.
Great.
Good morning. Today in Channel 9 News, we have an exciting story for you about a break-in that happened at the Three Bears house.
Goldilocks is charged with bad manners and destruction of property. She will be serving 25 to life. The Bear family is charging Goldilocks with a fine of $1,500. This happened at 10:55 p.m. on a weekend.
And that's the next breaking news. There was a murder. There was a murder that happened in Vermont, October 10, 2014, at 11:25 a.m. The victim was Samuel Pym. Suspects have been taken to prison and are gonna serve 5 years. Thanks for watching Channel 9 News.
Good morning, KMS Wildcats. This is Beta giving y'all some information on the murder that happened last night. Y'all may not know this because if you're like me, I don't watch news because I'd rather sleep or do something else. But anyways, last night 3 farmers were accused of murder. It was a dad and his 2 sons. They robbed the old guy, and murdered him in his sleep. They buried him in the shed behind their house.
Okay, they left no evidence. A couple months later, the son sold the farm to a new family. and they kept getting. Oh wait. The ghost kept messing with them, like slamming the door and opening it and closing it. Then one day the shed fell down. They saw a bone and started digging up where it was at and found the remaining of the old man's body, also known as Samuel Penn. The police came and accused the farmers of the murder and accused them of murder and robbery. They made a funeral for Samuel Penn and he was happy. And a devastated family returned from the summer trip and found a young blonde girl in their son's room sleeping. The police caught the criminal in her sleep and put her in a doghouse. She was accused of breaking into the bear's house, destroyed property, and also bad manners. She was sentenced to 1 hour of jail time and 5 months in a manners class. Thank you for watching. This is the Wildcat News, where all the news is one.
Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome to Fox 4 News. My name is Guadalupe, and this is Dulce, and that's Nina. Last night, 2 events happened. Ryder, you might want to say something.
Yeah. Did you know a girl named Goldilocks broke into a bear house and was found sleeping in a baby bear's bed? She will be taken to jail, breaking in for bad manners and destroying property.
Oh. Did you know last night at 11:23 a family of 4 discovered a hidden death? After shed broke down during the night, the father and son decided to get rid of the broken pieces and found the remaining body of Samuel Pym. The owners before are suspects of the crime will be taken to jail for life for the following day.
Murder, robbery,
involuntary manslaughter.
Thanks for watching.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning into Fox 4 News. And we have this morning's update. There were 3 men taken into custody today for the murder of a Samuel Penn. His body, the remains of his body, was located in the backyard of a family one afternoon as they were building a clubhouse. They will serve lifetime penalty in jail for the hideous crime.
Thank you, Mr. Vaughns. Another breaking news. A girl named Goldilocks has broken in the bear's residence home. While she was there, she ate their food, destroyed furniture, and slept in the bear's room. The owners of the house said that they were at the park enjoying their day. When they came home, they found their house a mess and her and the little boy in room asleep. Goldilocks was charged with breaking in, bad manners, and breaking and 2 years in jail.
Thank you, sir, for the news break. And now we have our weather forecast by meteorologist Vaughns. In the west, we have a strong cold front coming in. In the east, we have a heat wave coming in. The results of the cold front and heat wave going to mix together. It's going to be a tornado. Run for your lives! Thank you for watching.
Hey, this is Superhero News. I'm Michelle and she's Janet. Today we are going to tell you 2 not so serious news. Janet?
Our first story is about a girl named Goldilocks and how she was found sleeping in the bear's house.
She is charged for breaking and entering, bad manners, and destroying property.
So she's being sent to jail for 2 years.
Thanks, Janet, for that story. Our next not so serious story is about a man named Samuel Pym. He was found under a shed by a family who moved in.
What happened?
I'll tell you, 3 men that lived before the new family came in, brought the stranger into their home and killed him there. They stole his money and left him buried under the shed. Wait, there's more. Okay, so the ghost of Samuel Penn tried telling the family where he is. He was buried and he kept opening the door to tell him, and he kept opening the locks too. Why? Because the farmer didn't know that the ghost of Samuel Penn was there. He kept putting the locks, blocking it, and he didn't use the door. Wow.
and our 3 men are being sent to jail forever. I'm Estelle and she's Janet. We're Superhero Knows, a place to tell you not so serious news. Hola, bienvenidos a Univisión 23. Ayer, octubre 9, a las 9 en punto, un señor llamado Samuel Pym estaba en rumbo a su casa. No tenía un vehículo y venía en camino del trabajo. Después, por estar cansado, llegó a una casa, Ellie Street 2024. Durante la noche, un hombre de 18 años llamado Pedro Ríos y su hermano de 15 años llamado El Comandante asesinaron al señor Samuel Pym. Estaba asesinado en la recámara. Después de 3 meses, los vecinos reportaron que en la noche miraron que entraron a una que enterraron a una persona, pero no sabían quién era. Al momento reportaron a la policía para que investigaran. Los policías excavaron el pozo y encontraron el cadáver de Samuel Pym. Pusieron vida en prisión a Pedro Ríos y al comando. Estas fueron las noticias de hoy y gracias por acompañarnos. Que tengan un buen día. And then, what's your name? Jose, go ahead.
Now we're gonna talk about this little dumb girl named Goldilocks that walked in a cute little bear's house, and she didn't have manners. She broke the little bear's chair, and they're gonna take her to jail and burn her up, I guess. That's all we got.
Yeah, and she was found guilty as well. And then that's it for...
Okay. Class period 3 with their presentations, October the 15th, 2014. Good morning. I am Mr. Vaughns, BKA the King. Thank you for watching WKMS 049 Wildcat News. In today's news, we have 3 men who were taken to jail and will serve lifetime penalty. The 3 men took the stranger into their home, robbed and murdered him. They are charged with robbery, homicide, and voluntary manslaughter. The victim was discovered to be Samuel Pym. A local family moved into the community and found the remains buried in the backyard. The local minister and the Fort Worth constable took the remains to the local funeral home, and the remains have been relocated to Memorial Cemetery. So at this time, we begin Class Period 3's presentations, being newscasters. Okay, don't clap for me, no. All right, ready? Okay, get it. Okay, here we go.
Mister, so we only have to do one?
Say it again.
Like one of the stories, or we have to do the third?
Do both. Yeah, do as many as you have. Even if you throw the weather forecast in there, that's fine. Work it.
I only have one.
All right.
Wait, Mr. Vaughn, papers back? Mr. Vaughn.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, kids.
Yeah, those
Let me see. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, and if you're presenting, if you could put this on your neck, just like this, that'd be helpful. Okay, just put it on your neck. Or if you have multiple people, and you want to pass it, you can do that. Or just put it around your neck. I think it'll be fine.
Okay, while they're passing those out, guys, 1, 2, ready, go. Fiction, fake, non-fiction, real, setting, timing, my bad. Order of events, point of view, who's telling the story, theme is the message, exposition, beginning, rise in action, leading to the climax, most exciting part, fall in action, settling down, resolution, ending, personification, human qualities, first person, uses I, limited, some characters, omni, all characters, protagonist, good character, antagonist, bad character, round character, black character, Static character stays the same. Dynamic character changes. S, state. E, evidence. E, elaborate. I'm sorry. P, persuade. And I, inform. E, entertain. D, describe. Compare, alike. Contrast, different. C, capitalization. U, usage. P, punctuation. S, spelling. If there's a problem that you need to solve, use an inference. An inference. You have a situation that you need to solve, use an inference. An inference. First step, clues. Second step, use the knowledge. Third step, you make a conclusion. Arrive at a conclusion. Now that you know what an inference is, try to see how simple it is. K, Kairos, 1, 2, 3, act now. E, 1, 2, 3, trust them, categories, logos, facts, numbers, information. P, pathos, passions, and emotion. Okay, what group want to go first? Volunteer, 50 cents.
Oh.
You ready? Let's go. Karen's group first. Let's go. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Will he be in the way? Okay, you know what to do? Make sure you press that when they start. Okay.
So I let it go when they're done? I let it go when they're done?
Actually, just press it once. Let me see. It's recording now. Record.
Afternoon, students. Today at Fox 4 News, we have got a report that a young woman named Goldilocks had broken and entered into a lovely family's home.
Police say that Goldilocks will be charged for breaking and entering a home. Oh, this just in another report about a murder.
A man named Samuel was walking home last night. He got tired and asked these three fellows if he would spend the night. The three fellows accepted his request and murdered him during that night.
They will be charged for murder. That's all for today. This is Fox 4 News, and have a nice evening.
Today on Channel 5 News, cops reported that there was a break-in.
Goldilocks tried for trespassing, destruction of property, assault on officer, and during the pat-down she was caught with a controlled substance. U.S. Congress is thinking about banning her from America and sending her back to Canada. We are tuning into the courtroom right now.
Goldilocks replies with, I was just walking around in the forest for my daily walk, and the bear family invites me in for some porridge. After they had fed me, they were generous enough to let me sleep for a while in their bed. When I had woke up, I was tied up and the bear standing around me. They told me they had found someone to trick for money. They called the cops and said that I had broken into their house. I was innocent and had nothing to do with it.
What about the contraband you had been caught with?
The bears planted that on me. I don't do that type of stuff. That's it. Oh yeah.
Hello, my name is Marco. This is breaking news today on Fox 4. As you know, Goldilocks was accused for burglary, bad manners, and destruction of property. She broke in the bear's home, and Goldilocks was arrested, and from all the evidence the cops heard, Goldilocks served 10 years in juvenile.
Hello, my name is Luis. Another breaking news. Today on Fox 4, 3 men let Samuel Pin into the house and robbed, murdered, and buried him in a shed. A family that moved in found the bones after experiencing ghost paranormal activities. The 3 men are now sentenced to life in jail for murdering Samuel Pin.
Good morning, America.
Today is October 15, 2014. This morning we have found breaking news about Goldilocks, aka Golden Trouble. Was found doing destruction of property, breaking and entering, burglary, and resisting arrest. She has been in court many times as its lawyer. The 3 bears have brought a claim against her. Goldilocks has pleaded innocent while the evidence has made her guilty. Finally, after the trial, she was found guilty and sentenced 5 years in Marine prison.
This morning we found Samuel Pym.
We have found Samuel Pym buried.
He was buried like this, guys. You know, like, you know?
The three guys pronounced them innocent, but we knew they weren't.
Samuel Pym here lies in peace
today in Marine Cemetery. Okay, this production is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hello, this is Telemundo. Today we presented you Goldilocks has been charged for destroying property and
Goldilocks has been committed by crime as in a house of the 3 bears. She has been accused of murder. She has been accused of destruction of property. She has been accused of of bad manners, and she will be accused by attacking a police officer because she was being handcuffed to a wall because she was eating honey.
today to your report, we see Samuel Pym has been murdered, dig under his own house. We see people in the residence found Samuel Pym under their own house, now being buried in the
Samuel Cemetery.
Thank you.
Jello! Welcome to Crime Scene News. Today's news is about the intruder, Mrs. Goldilocks. She has been arrested for trial of trespassing for life sentence. She broke Little Bear's chair, ate his hot, sexy soup, and slept on his bed. Wow! She is so stupid. What do you think, Nancy?
Now with the crime of the weird ghosts and murders, you didn't ask. Oh. Samuel Pym was killed and robbed by 3 stupid murderers yesterday night. They are now in a mental hospital since they are crazy. They are also. Oh, that's all for today. Have a great afternoon.
You didn't answer my question.
Okay.
Go. And remember, watch Crime Scene every Thursday.
Oh. Today's weather is sunny. Get it? Yeah. Okay, that's all.
Good morning, Eye Opener listeners. Hi, my name is Mariah, and today was discovered a body under a shed. A man was murdered and killed, and the people that discovered it was the owners. And now the man that they found that killed the man was now sentenced to life in prison. Now to Melina.
Hello, I'm reporting a robbery. That accused criminal is a lady named Goldilocks. We talked to one of the victims of the crime, which was Mama Bear, and she said, "That ratchet girl threw my church's chicken and Ruby's chicken on the floor and ate my Popeyes." Then she had the nerve to break my baby's chair and slept in his bed.
After this, she is locked up in jail for 10 years for the robbery of trespassing and destructive of property. And
Today on Channel 8 News, we have Goldilocks and Mama Bear. Mama Bear, what were you doing on the day when Goldilocks broke in?
I was getting raspberries for my husband and child.
What were you doing breaking into the house of Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear?
I don't know what y'all talking about. I didn't do anything. Okay.
Do you think that it was wrong when Goldilocks slept in your child's bed,
Yes.
ate the porridge, and broke your child's chair?
Yes.
Were you furious?
Yes.
She's trying to eat my head. She's trying to chop my arm off.
She's the one need to go to jail. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
She's trying to kill me.
I didn't.
I didn't hurt anyone, but you tried to kill me.
You just jealous because I have
You
real
tried
hair and
to
you have a
kill
weak
me. You tried
Thank you for joining Channel 8 News.
Watching, this is channel 21.3 news channel. Today we are going to the scene of the crime where our special report is there right now to interview the new owners who just barely got the house 2 days ago.
We asked the father what has lately happened in this house. So he says we are seeing lately that the back door has been opening lately. The next door is still open. And we thought that our sons have been letting rats in, so they started to blame it on each other. The next day, our oldest son fixed the door, but it didn't last long. So I told him if the door I told him that I would fix it myself. But the door's still open, so we tried to put a lock. A lock and a handle. A lock and a handle. Box on the door and a wooden lock that you push or take out. And finally, we put nails all over the door, but the door's still open. The next day, we decided to ignore the back door and use the front door when we need supplies. On the third week of Monday, we dug out a skeleton and had a rusty locket that said Samuel Penn. So we decided to call the special people to replace the skeleton in the cemetery. Now the door behaves itself, so now the house is peacefully quiet. So that was the interview with the father of the family and from what happened in this local neighborhood. Back to you.
That was the news for today. Thank you for watching.
Hello and good day. Hello and good day. This is Channel 69 brought to you by Golfwing. Today's news is about Goldilocks. She got caught sleeping in someone else's house. She got accused for destruction of property, bad manners, and burglary.
She said she was far away from home and needed a place to stay, but she saw the door open and walked in.
The police will be still investigating the case. The decision will be decided in court. Plus, had you heard about Samuel Prim? He got murdered. Bones were found in the backyard of a family's home.
We now know she has been declared guilty. She will have 8 months in jail. That will teach her a lesson. Emily and Molly, rest in peace. Thanks for tuning in.
name is Eduardo Munoz, and this is my partner Homero. Thank you for watching Fox 23. Today, November the 2nd, a man was murdered by 3 men. The man's name was Samuel Penn. He was an innocent man. The 3 men are facing various criminal charges, which include assault, murder, and robbery. They claim that he was going to die anyways because he had Ebola. The 3 men are facing 363 years in jail, which is life. Now my partner will explain the conflict between Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
Hi, you already know my name. The case about Goldilocks. Goldilocks has been accused for disruption of home, robbery, and burglary. They found her guilty. They found her guilty of breaking Little Bear's chair, sleeping in the Little Bear's bed, and eating their porridge.
She is now facing 5 years in juvenile detention center. The juvenile detention center is on the street will be Kimball Road 7653 if you would like to write to her. She regrets doing this and is scared because she was robbing from bears and bears could eat you. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Good afternoon. This is class period 4, English 1, beginning their presentations on October the 15th, 2014. I am Vaughns BKA, the King. Thank you for watching WKMS 049 Wildcat News. In today's news, we have 3 men who were taken to jail and will serve lifetime penalty. The 3 men took the strangers into their home, robbed, and murdered the man. They are charged with robbery, homicide, and voluntary manslaughter.